Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain how a double elimination with placement tournament is structured, and I'm going to walk you through as if it was a whole day of play and the tournament went from start to finish. Okay, so kind of just imagine this so far without these names here and these names here. So it's just kind of these 8 names down the middle. This is the beginning of the tournament. So basically, we have 2 sides. We're going to have this winner side, and then we're also going to have a loser side. So for this first game, Mike and Brad are playing. Mike wins. Brad goes to the loser side. Jim and Steve play. Steve wins. Steve goes to the loser side. Dale and Tanner play. Tanner wins. Dale goes to this loser side. And Cole and Nick go at it. This is a track meet, by the way, so they're running. And Cole and Tanner play, or Cole and Nick play. Cole wins. Nick goes to the loser side. So then for this winner side, we have Mike and Steve. Steve wins. And so what happens to Mike is Mike goes over to this line over here that's not connected to anybody, and he's going to play one of these 2 losers. So same thing here. Tanner and Cole went against each other, or raced against each other. Tanner won, so Cole moves over here to this line. And so now, for the winner's side, we have Steve and Tanner playing each other for sort of the championship, but to be the winner on the winner's side. So Steve wins, and so Steve's our winner. And so now we go back over to this loser side. Brad and Jim are playing each other because Jim lost to Steve, so he was over here. And so Jim beats Brad. So Jim beats Brad, so Jim moves here. So now Brad has lost his first match and his second match, 2 in a row. So we are going to cross him off. So he's out. And then same thing down here. So Dale and Nick raced each other. Nick won, and so that means Dale is out because he lost his first match versus Tanner, and then his second one versus Nick. So Dale is out. So let's go a little bit more forward. Jim is going against Mike. Mike wins, so Jim now is out. Jim is now out because Jim lost to Steve here in the very beginning, and he just lost to Mike. So that was 2 losses each. They're both out. Same thing down here. Nick and Cole are going against each other, and Cole beats Nick. And so since Nick lost his first match to Cole, and then now just lost to Cole again, he is out. So he's out. Okay, so now I actually did forget something. This is why this tournament is kind of tricky. So when Steve was the winner on the winner's side, he beat Tanner. So Tanner moved all the way over here to play the winner of this match, which was Mike and Cole. And the person that won this one was Cole, and he beat Mike. So Mike was out, because that's his second loss. Because remember, he was on the winner's side at first, and Mike lost to Steve going into the round before the winner's side. And so Mike wasn't over here, so Mike just lost there too. So he lost here and lost there, so he's out. And so now we have the match to win the loser side, which is Cole versus Tanner. Tanner won. So Tanner is the winner of the loser side, basically. And Tanner so now moves all the way over here to this little bracket. I forgot to say that. So when Steve won on the winner's side, he moved to this bracket and was automatically going to play the winner of the loser bracket, which was Tanner, like I just said. And so this is where it gets kind of tricky. Since Steve hasn't lost, he's undefeated, and Tanner has lost once. If Steve wins the first race, then it's over. Steve gets first, Tanner gets second, and Cole would get third. if Steve and Tanner, or if Tanner beats Steve, now they both have 1 loss each. They would have to race again, basically like a tiebreak race, to see who the winner is, the overall first place championship winner. So let's say Steve won, just outright won. So he would go here, and so he is the outright winner. So Steve gets first. Tanner would get second, since Tanner was the winner over here on the loser side. And he had 1 loss, so Steve went undefeated. Tanner had 1 loss, and Cole will take third. And so, yeah, that is a double elimination with placement. I hope I explained it somewhat well. I missed the lecture, so I think my tournament grid is a little different than the one I think from the book, but I think it somewhat means the same thing. All right. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you.